Welcome back, everybody, to Summer Smasher Student Showcase. We are going to introduce Team Workup, and they're going to tell us about what they got up to this summer. I'm going to pass it to Team Workup to take it away now.
Yep. And hi guys, my name is Kalbir Singh Chadda, and I with my teammates would be representing Workup today. So just a quick Workup as Summer Smashers. So Workup uses video and AI to help college students and grads land the dream career, dream job with 100% placement rate. Through its digital suite, the company guides students through the recruitment process from start to finish and leverages state-of-the-art AI/ML models along the way. Some of its core features include ATS match checks, AI resume building, job-specific AI resume generation, AI auto-apply agents, AI interview preparation, and digital career coaching. The company was founded by UC Berkeley and UCLA alumni, and now is backed by accelerators at the best universities in California, including UC Berkeley, UCLA, USC, and Stanford. Its corporate partners and sponsors include industry giants like Microsoft, Google, and Nvidia. So, without any further ado, let's jump into the projects. I would now like the iOS Copilot team to take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Akalbir. Hi everyone, we are Workup's iOS Copilot team. All of us are really excited to showcase what we have accomplished in the Summer Smasher program. Let's take a look at the work we have done. I am Mahit, and in this Summer Smasher, I worked on deep linking of notifications, text-to-speech SDKs, and bug resolution. I researched various deep linking implementations and worked on a custom approach for handling push notifications based on an existing partial implementation in the code base. In doing so, I could enable rudimentary deep linking, due to which, when you tap on a connection request notification from someone, you are directly navigated to the pending connection request page. Following this, I extended deep linking to more notification types, ensuring seamless navigation to specific pages for specific notification types. For example, when you tap on a notification that you received the comment on one of your videos, you're directly taken to the comment section under that video. I also worked on resolving a bug that prevented new accounts from starting a self-guided interview on the iOS app, ensuring it's accessible to new users. I also conducted preliminary research on text-to-speech SDKs and handed over my findings for further development to my teammate Manasa, who's going to take it from here.
Hi everybody, this is Mansa, and my work at Workup circled around understanding different storyboards and controllers that had already been written, and writing extensive documentation for a few of them that had not been previously existing. And apart from this, I worked with my teammates Mahit, Arya, and Junjun on understanding different SDKs that were available and that we could incorporate into Workup to make it a better app. Initially, I worked on bug fixes surrounding the guided interviews page. Like Akalbir said, we have AI guided interviews in our iOS app as well. And after that, I had time to research on different Zoom SDKs and live video SDKs that are available in the market, which will be a better product economically and in terms of efficiency. And after that, I had a chance to take over the research from Mahit on understanding different text-to-speech SDKs that are available to see how we can incorporate speech into the AI guided interviews. So this is my work, and now I'll be handing over to Saket.
Thank you, Manasa. I guess this is Saket. So as a part of my Summer Smasher at Workup, I've mostly worked on enhancing the user experience of the app. So the first task that I worked on was ensuring the proper video orientation upon upload. So whenever a user was uploading the video orientation was being modified by the app. So that's the first bug that I've fixed, so that every video stays in its correct orientation. So this enhancement is going to significantly improve the overall user experience. The second thing that I've worked on was the control over the media storage. So basically, I've redesigned the video recording interface to prevent the automatic saving of recorded video to the user's camera roll. So this will give user more control on whatever the stories that he wants to have. And the other thing that I've worked on was an interview preparation experience. So I've implemented a feature that displays a list of review of the interview questions whenever a user wants to start a guided interview. So this will allow him to better understand what is going to come in the guided interview. So that is my work at Workup. Now I hand it over to Aryan.
Thank you, Saket. Hi guys, my name is Arya, and I've worked mainly on documentation and video calling and live video SDKs here at Workup. It has been a wonderful learning experience. And I first started with documentation, wherein I um, wrote wrote documentation about the various view controllers. This would include detailed information about UI elements, API calls, segue gateways, and uh, functionalities that are implemented. Further, I also worked on implementing the video call function between two users. This included integration of the video call SDKs as well as integrating AI features in this. Um, and then I also worked on removing minor bugs that were there in the video calling features and the AI interviews. Um, and then we also, and me and my colleague Junjun, we have also worked on solving bugs related to loading of interviews. And that is my part. And I would like to hand it over to Junjun.
Hi everyone, my name is Junjun, and as Era and Melissa says, the meaning I have done is cooperate with them and enable AI-driven interview. It's in the left picture. We can see each other and we can see the questions the AI gave us, and we can enable video, mute and unmute, and recording or answer and upload to the backend. And do some, we do research on the live video SDK driven real-time communication. It's yeah, we also can record and upload it into the backend. And what I personally do is optimize generate algorithm in iOS to regenerate analysis when facing crash. When we upload our recording, we sometimes facing some crash when get analysis from the video. And then I optimize this algorithm to enable every question have a feedback. So that's all I have done, and I would like to pass it over to Saria from Android team.
Thank you, Junjun. Hey guys, this is from Team Android, and we are a group of 6 people. And I am Dana. So, moving on to the objective of our team. The objective was to make the user interface more intuitive and easy to navigate to enhance user satisfaction and streamline the user experience on the Android app. This was a perfect software development lifecycle experience. We started right from documenting the file so that we get to understand the existing code base. Next task was to identify the bugs present in the app, including feasibility features that can be added to make the app better to use. Following that, we get to plan our tasks for the week, code and test them on Android Studio. At the end of each week, we deploy all our changes to GitHub and start fresh the next week. Moving on to my work, I would mainly divide it into 3 sections. It was feasibility, backend inclusive, and logical bugs. The sections of the app I made feasible were the swipe features and the keyboard feasibility functions, where you want the keyboard to act according to each field. I also worked on a few backend inclusive features such as sharing of the post outside the app and applying for jobs on the app. The other tasks assigned to me were some of the logical ones which had issues with the implementation of the logic of the functionality. And I was also a co-leader in Workup, and I enjoyed co-leading this amazing talented group along with Shreya. Now I pass it on to my teammate Joshua.
Thank you, Dinesh. Hi, my name is Josh, and I'd like to share some of the cool tasks I've been working on this summer and what I learned from them. So as part of the Android team, I added a backbone to our app to make it a lot easier for our users to navigate between pages. It's a small change, but it really improves the overall experience of the app. Then I integrated the TikTok for account login, making it simpler for users to log in with their user existing accounts. For the search bar, I tweaked it so that it properly submits requests when you press enter. And I also adjusted the default settings for accepting the terms of service to make sure everything is in compliance. Lastly, I worked on the media addition feature, enabling the plus button to let users add media and have the media stored in our Workup database. Now on to what I learned. For pair programming, it was a big one for me. I got to work closely with experienced peers, and it was a great way to pick up new skills and knowledge. I also learned a lot about workflow and technology, especially in terms of task allocation, version control with GitHub, and organizing our work using tools like Google Sheets and Trello. Finally, the importance of consistency and teamwork really stood out. Working with a dedicated team helped me grow both personally and professionally. Overall, I had a great time at Workup this summer, and thank you for listening. Now I'll hand it over to Patik.
Hey guys, I'm Pathik, and I was also part of Android development team and Workup. I worked on the documentation first. I documented more than like half of the UI components in the code and the application. In the coding part, I worked on the OTP generation and the login functionality and solved the bugs there. I also worked on the sign up form and the resume function of the application, the UI of it, the calling from the backend, and other things related to it. I also collected the difference between iOS and Android so that we can make it a streamlined app that has the same experience for iOS and Android as well. And apart from that, there were many other minor bugs that I worked on with other teammates, like solving birth date issues or the age restriction issues, search button, pop-up keyboards, and multi more. Also worked on the Vulkan SDK as some of the team members were not able to run the application properly without having issues. So also worked on that part of the application. Apart from that, I learned how to operate within a professional environment using technologies like GitHub, Trello, and uh, presenting with Google Slides, of course. And on the coding part, I learned about Kotlin, how a big scale project works using a backend on the Kotlin. That helped me, that enabled me to gain exposure, which I did not have previously. Apart from the Kotlin itself, I learned about Swift and Node.js as well while working with iOS and the backend. And apart from that, I also learned about communication while we did the pair programming things with coding with teammates. Thank you for listening to me. That was my part. Now I would like to pass the microphone to my team co-leader, Shreya.
Much Pathik. Hi everyone, I'm Shreya Pasni. So throughout my journey at Workup, I got the opportunity to work on crucial functions of the Workup Android application. During the initial weeks, my primary focus was getting familiar with the code base, fixing obvious UI errors, which could be like the cancel button responsiveness. I then continued to work on enhancing the validation functions for the password resets and improved email handling during the sign up and the sign in process so as to recognize white space characters. It was fun to collaborate closely with a peer as part of the pair programming assignments every week to tackle the complex bugs more faster. We additionally resolve data integrity issues with empty username or name values. I successfully implemented a feature to redirect user profiles when usernames are to be clicked in the home tabs and also improved the swipe functionality for a seamless navigation. This project was a total great learning experience. It allowed me to refine my skills as a co-leader with Anush. The collaboration and support that I received from my teammates and leaders was invaluable, and my technical skills definitely leveled up. If we move on to the following slide, there's a snippet of our Android application, and I would now like to hand over to Simran. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shreya. Hello, everyone. My name is Simran Vaishya, and in this slide, uh, I can't see the slide. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. So, in this slide, I'll be highlighting the key concepts and challenges that I tackled during my Android development journey at Workup. And I started by revisiting some of the core concepts of Android and content and dived into some of the advanced topics like Dagger Hill dependency injection, which enhanced the modularity and efficiency of our code base. I played a significant role in debugging and testing the app by addressing several bugs, like enforcing a strong password policy during user sign up, uploading images and videos for the profile picture, and hide and show password functionality to improve user experience, and then using a confirm password feature to enhance the app security. I also did a swipe functionality for different tabs in the apps and did a hands-on learning experience using Stripe payment integration for when the user wants to add their credit card and make payments. I also had a chance to work on the OTP integration when the user logs in into the app and was responsible for changing the backend URLs, which in turn helped us to solve many of the minor bugs. It was a great experience for me to collaborate with my peers here at Workup. And that's my time, and I would like to hand it over to Shinshin.
Hi everyone, my name is Xixin, and over the summer semester program, I have worked on several tasks. First, an added resume button for resume uploading so that the users can edit the previously saved version of their experience. And second, arrow handling in analytic in setting section. And next, show more button in the homepage video caption, which was previously hidden by several lines of white spaces, but right now the users can clearly see that button. And next, setting the default area code be used when the user is trying to sign up, and also confirmation message after users follow or unfollow another users, and as well as the check email exist endpoint in the backend so that the users can know whether their accounts exist or not before typing the password. My key takeaway is that I really enjoyed the overall collaborative environment where I get to know each other well. That's all from our Android team. Let's pass on to the web copilot team.
Hello everyone. We are the Web Copilot team, full stack. I'm Shubham Dinesh Bafna. We would like to. I'd like to move on to the task that we have accomplished. Initially, I was researching and selecting a live video SDK. I was responsible for researching this, understanding its structure, and determining the suitability of that for our project. I implemented that SDK locally, successfully integrated it into our AI interview platform. I managed to reduce the operational costs by 60%. I was also responsible to document API endpoints related to the AI interviews, detailing the route from front end to the back end, explaining the functionalities of each endpoint, so that it could enhance the understanding of current team members as well as the future team members in Workup. I converted those API endpoints which were currently HTTP into WebSockets to reduce the latency, speed, and enhance the overall website performance. I also managed to integrate the code of all team members to produce a final project output. This involved resolving merge conflicts, and for that, I had to thoroughly understand the tasks of each branches and make the required changes. I made sure that everything worked well together and the final result was consistent. Going on to the next slide, as I was the team leader from week 4, I ensured that the weekly goals were met, maintained team productivity, and also managed the Trello tickets. I clarified tasks, questions, and assisted in debugging backend errors, database errors for my team members, removing technical obstacles and that boosted productivity. I also completed my own tasks efficiently. With respect to inter-team collaboration support, I provided assistance with backend issues to the AI team, Ravenclaw, with developing endpoints for storing and accessing analyzed data into cloud databases. I also explained the structure of the live video SDK that I had researched to the iOS team members to prevent redundancies and ensure that it was easy for them to integrate the live video SDK into the iOS platform. Also, I supported the Google Chrome extension team by trying to investigate and resolve backend errors that they encountered. The most insightful and the highlight part of the Summer Smasher program for me was when I had a meeting with the engineers from Google, where I collaborated with them to debug backend errors in the Google Cloud buckets. I contributed, explaining difficult edge cases that were hard to detect, even to them, aiding the engineers in understanding and resolving the issue. Yeah, so that meeting was incredibly insightful and inspiring as well for me. I'd also like to thank Kyle, who was our CTO at Workup at that time, and I'll also like to thank Hemant, as well as the Summer Smasher organizers, Arcelia and David, for for bringing such brilliant startup founders. That was really insightful. I'd like to pass on to Ling Zhao.
Hi everyone, I'm Ling Xiao Wang. As a team member of the web interview team, I did the 4 tasks in this Summer Smasher project. The first one is the instance research analysis on Wang Xiaoting AI interviews. I conducted an in-depth analysis of Wang Xiaoting's AI interview platform, and then I studied their technology stack, features, and users interaction modules. And I also evaluated their AI algorithms, user feedback mechanisms, and the system efficiency. The second task is to research on the live speech SDKs. I investigate various text-to-speech SDKs for integration, and I evaluate SDKs based on real-time processing capabilities, accuracy, diversity, ease of integration, and compatibility. Finally, I identify an SDK and integrate it into our AI interviews. And the third task is to fix the question loading bug. I identify a critical bug about handling the video request, and this bug was resolved by fixing the request poll and streamlining the analysis process. Also, I have to ensure that the interview results analysis process is smoother and more reliable. And finally, I implemented live SDKs for the interview questions. We successfully integrate the selected live video SDK into our AI interview platform, and also enable the recording function during the interviews. This live SDK really improved the efficiency and the effectiveness of the interview process. So next, I will be passing it over to Hiten Shu.
So hello everyone. So my work at Workup was to enhance the functionality and the user experience for the AI interview section. So some tasks which I did over here were to document the front end and back end pages for the AI interviewer. Then my next task was to do research on similar AI interview platforms, so that we can integrate such functionality in our Workup. Then another task I did was to modularize the front end pages code. So this helped in better readability and maintainability of the code. Next, a few features which I did is to disallow the interview categories which have no interview questions. Then next, I also did an interview timer to manage the duration of interview sessions. I also documented the integration issues from web to iOS and iOS to web for better insights and troubleshooting for future development. Also, I collaborated with the entire team to automate the creation of interview template when a job is posted. So next, I will pass on to Anandi.
Good morning. My name is Anandi and I'm a grad student at Viterbi, currently pursuing a master's in computer science. During the Summer Smashes course, I had an opportunity to intern at Workup, where I worked with Akhila on 6 tasks, and here to discuss about what I have contributed to work. So basically, our primary focus was on enhancing the interview section of our platform, and our work primarily was around improving the functionality, experience, and overall efficiency of the interview preparation process. So, of which for the front end, we have leveraged React, and the back end was built on Node.js. And we built several features and we worked on 6 tasks. And I'm here to discuss about the first 2 tasks that we worked together. The first task involves API documentation. So we developed a comprehensive documentation of the guided interview page. So this actually gives the people a better understanding about how the API works. And the backend was on Node.js. And the second task that we worked on was an important task, which is the interview questions template. It's an end-to-end functionality that we both have developed, and the backend for which we have integrated 5 API endpoints, and the front end is built on React, where we built 2 React pages in which your user can create their own interview questions and organize them into question sets. So this includes both the front end user interface, which was built on React, and the back end was built on Node.js. And now I would like to hand it over to Akhila. Thank you. Good morning. My name is Anandi, and Hi, my name is Akhila. Good morning, everyone. So the further task which me and Anand did, one was to select categories as interview template. So once the user enables to select from various categories, he can click which category of interview he can pick. And the second thing which me and Anandi developed was to create a videos to the AI interview analysis. Once the interview is done, we get an analysis. So we have created a video feature in that so that each question has its own video so that the user can review his own video. And the next task which we have done is we have generated an automated interview template when a user posts a job. So when we this automatically generates a new interview template when a job is posted. This streamlines the interview setup, ensuring relevant and standardized interview questions are ready for the posting jobs. Then the last task which we did was the improved UI uniformity of the whole work, like the workup guided interview analysis. So these are the screenshots of the few of the pages which we have created. And to conclude with, together as a team, we are really grateful for Kyle, who is our CTO, for giving us an insightful knowledge to us to work as a collaborative team. And now I would like to pass it down to the web app team.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. We are from the front-end web development team, and my name is Ananya. Collectively, as a team, we resolved more than 120 plus bugs in a timely manner. We mainly worked with React and CSS on the front end. I had the privilege of being the team leader for my team render rangers. Personally, I focused on firstly making a mobile responsive layout for the web app, for which I heavily leveraged different CSS layouts. I also refined the CSS for quite a few modals, and I also added a feature where you could send a personalized note to somebody before you could send a connect request. In addition to that, I also focused on optimizing performance to speed up the loading time for each tab. I ensure that the data is fetched correctly for the corresponding tab and that the loading icon is shown appropriately. The video feed was a very crucial feature for us. So I worked with my teammates to ensure smooth operation of the video feed. I ensured that the video modals had the right sizes. And I also made the user profile clickable across different pages. On that note, I'd like to pass it on to my teammate, Devin.
Hi, thank you, Ananya. I'm Devin. I'll be talking about my work at Workup. So I mainly made changes to UI UX to make it more mobile friendly. And then I made changes in different sections. I also I fetched data correctly and displayed profile pictures of users for multiple sections. Um, I added data validation for certain fields such as create page where there was no data validation for uploading videos. And there were some bug fixes that I made. Along with that, I also fixed redirects on multiple pages where correct links weren't being redirected to. And for example, a change I made on the Explore page was the tabs on the top, which were not correctly being displayed on the mobile phone. So I changed it to a drop-down menu and made it responsive. Now I would like to pass it on to
Thank you, Devin. Mostly I worked on 3 different pages, mainly the search bar, the create resume page, and the messages page. So starting off with the search bar, I implemented the enter functionality and the filtering logic so users can search their friends and followers list from the Explore page, the messages, and the profile page. Next, in the create resume page, I added new functionality such as the add and the delete buttons. I added date validations and functionalities for like the checkbox which has currently pursuing, and added some CSS to enhance the styling. Lastly, for the messages page, I added functionality such as adding users, successfully allowing users to redirect to other user profiles, and added some button functionality such as beginning your chat or sending your messages. And now I'll be passing it off to Parth.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Michael. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Parth Shinar, and I'm really excited to share the latest features and improvement I've implemented on our Workup web platform using React. So, firstly, there's hover-based playing, where videos would play automatically when you hover over them. I've also improved the video playback experience, where users can now view more descriptions in both the Explore page pop-up mode and the user profile pop-up mode. I've also enhanced the scrollable video feed in the user profile section for smoother transitioning between the videos. I've also leveraged multiple React hooks to manage play and mute states efficiently with centralized utilities, ensuring consistent behavior across the Explore page. In terms of responsive design, I ensured that the playback buttons are perfectly aligned across all devices, making the user experience uh, consistent on a desktop, tablet, or mobile. Lastly, I focused on performance by enhancing video loading playback with lazy loading techniques, which improve the performance and avoid the issue of multiple videos playing and pausing simultaneously on Explore page. Thank you for your attention. Now I'll hand over to Emma.
Thank you, Barth. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a team leader of Web App Bug Bashers team. So there are 3 major parts that I've worked on during the past weeks. First of all, the UI changes. I added a fixed navigation bar on the homepage, which allows users to navigate on whenever they want and wherever they want. And also change the search bar size alignment and template of sharing page, which includes the background and the token sizes and alignments. And second of all, the gigs page I worked upon. I fixed a problem that people were not able to comment on their gig video and added validation for selected items and active selectable, unselectable time slots. And last of all is on the job section. I added redirecting roads and models that would successfully show the company's profile along with all its info. So these are part of my projects for the past few weeks, and it's been a great experience. Next, I'm gonna pass on to Nerman.
Thank you, Emma. So during the project work at Workup, I worked on resolving 17 major bugs, including 9 A level, a few of the level B and C level bugs that I would like to talk about some of my favorite ones. One of them being the simple yet impactful show more button that replicates the Instagram look and feel. So it's better. It ensures that the alignment of other cards do not mess up the look and feel of other bugs. So, and another thing I worked on was improving the liking, unliking of the comments.
So the interface do not refresh every time we perform a similar action, providing a smoother user experience. Another thing I worked on was sending the connection request to users so that we do not send multiple connection requests to the same user, and ensuring that the networking capabilities are enhanced. Lastly, I worked on resolving the issue with the various models that were not being popped up right on clicking on the buttons. So I ensured that they open correctly, and the text that should be visible on them is correctly displayed. Next, I would like to pass on the ball to Sarthak. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarthak, and I am part of the web app team here at Workup. And this is what we did during the Summer Smasher program. So our aim was to improve the existing web application by making it more efficient, improving the user experience, and making visual changes. So these are some of the things that I've worked on apart from the plethora of other things. So we have a video feed, and like any other platform, you have a mute button and a play pause button. So I had to work on that so that it works for individual videos. Then we also have a follow button where you could follow people and unfollow them. So that had to be worked on. Then we also have a sharing page where you can share that particular video to various social media platforms. And we also had the notification section where you could see notification. So these were some of the major things. But apart from this, I worked on 20 different bugs, and our team worked on more than 200 different bugs. Overall, I would say I had a great experience, and I hope to be part of this program again. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, yeah, my name is Aman. Yeah, so I worked on multiple issues. At first, I was working on the settings page, so there was some issue in the navigation when we are navigating across tabs. So I fixed that using the local storage. Then I added client-side validation to the reset password functionality. So now the validation happens when the user touches the fields. Then after that, I moved to the jobs page. So one of the first issues that I was working on was attaching documents and photos and videos to the comment section. Then I worked on the hide and view replies functionalities that it had some flaky behavior, so I fixed that. CSS had to be fixed for that. Then on the main jobs page, follow and unfollow was not working properly, so I had to fix that using the state variables. Then there were a couple of issues on the comments model page, so I improved the CSS, I improved the UI basically, and then worked on the like counter and the reply counter. Yeah, so these were just one of the major issues that I worked on. And yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you. I'm going to pass over to Devangshi.
Hi, this is the Google Chrome extension team, and we are excited to share our work, so let's dive in. This summer has been an amazing ride of learning something new every day. I got the chance to work on a project that was totally new to me. Throughout my time here, I helped out with different parts of creating a Chrome extension. I started by building a basic Chrome extension that connects to the backend. Then I analyzed and documented the existing resume parsing algorithm. Once I understood it, I worked on some changes to improve the backend. We also came up with ideas to make the process smoother and worked on those. We built a fully functional profile form in React and spent some time fine-tuning it. One of my favorite parts was implementing an auto-suggestion list in the master resume form. I also had the opportunity to co-lead the team, which was a valuable experience in teamwork and leadership. Overall, it was an amazing learning experience, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And now I'll hand over to Ruchita, who has a pre-recorded video for us.
Hi, my name is Ruchita, and I am part of the Google Chrome extension team, where we were tasked with creating a Google Chrome extension that would autofill the fields of a job application. I started off contributing by doing some research on existing Chrome extensions already present in the market that perform autofilling. I then developed a basic Chrome extension using React, where I incorporated a robust login and logout feature for user authentication. I was also given the opportunity to showcase my creativity and implement ideas I brought forward to the team. one of them being a checklist feature which would highlight filled and unfilled fields of the application. Along with these tasks, I worked on Workup's website, making modifications to the master resume form, which users filled out prior to the autofilling, and performing bug fixes as well. Finally, I configured a Flask server to handle API requests for an autofilling AI agent provided by another team, and utilized this server to autofill job application forms. Overall, I'd like to say that my summer with the Workup Web and GCE team was very rewarding, giving me the incredible opportunity to work in a startup environment, learn new technologies, and gain hands-on experience with the fast-paced, agile project management style. Thank you.
Now I hand it over to Chisom.
Thank you, Rishita and Sharon. Hi, my name is Chisholm, and my contribution to the team included creating APIs that fetch resumes from the database and other data like the list of universities. I helped develop a rudimentary Google Chrome extension, and my team and I further improved it by letting users log in and automatically fill out job application forms with their resume data. I also designed a schema for the master resume form on Workup web app and implemented the form using React Bootstrap. To ensure the data was entered correctly, I implemented a validation scheme that checks for input errors, mainly in the user contact information section. My teammates and I further improved the master resume form. Additionally, I had the opportunity to work with React's PDF viewer to let users preview their resume, and this feature was integrated into the Google Chrome extension. Overall, my contribution focused on creating APIs, developing a Chrome extension, and designing and implementing the master resume form. Now I'll hand it over to Sharon.
Thank you, Chisom. Hello, everyone. I'm Sharan Murli, the team co-lead for the Google Chrome extension team at Workup. Participating in this Summer Smasher program has been a transformative experience, providing me with an in-depth understanding of the startup ecosystem and the opportunity to work on a groundbreaking projects. One of our key projects was developing a Chrome extension aimed at streamlining the job application process. My contribution began with extensive research on Chrome extensions and existing autofill applications to basically ensure our solution's accuracy and efficiency. We developed a feature-rich Chrome extension that automates the job application process. We have utilized React.js and Node.js to develop the Chrome extension and created API endpoints to connect and add services to the platform. So our major key features include autofill functionality, the authentication state management to manage the state of the user, download option and passing the resume fields for the data extraction, master resume form for getting all user details, and auto suggestions using online APIs to get auto suggestions for locations, countries, states, city, etc. I would like to extend my gratitude to the Viterbi Startup Garage for organizing the Summer Smasher program. Special thanks to Arcelia and Dr. David Gerbert for the guidance and support throughout the journey. Working on this project has been incredibly rewarding, enabling us to turn a conceptual idea into a practical tool that can significantly simplify the job application process. Thank you for the opportunity to share our journey and achievements. Now I hand it over to the job recommendation system team.
Sharon. Hi, I'm Kriti. I'm a part of the job recommendation system team. We worked on creating a system wherein, given resumes, we could recommend jobs to any user on the platform. I'm gonna first of all hand it over to Cassie, who is gonna talk about how we did the data pre-processing.
During this Summer Smasher project, I focus on enhancing our job recommendation system through data cleaning and pre-processing. My primary tasks include 4 parts. The first one is data collection and integration. I gather and unify data from job and resume databases, ensuring it was comprehensive and consistent. Second one is handling missing values and outliers. I address missing value using imputation techniques and remove outliers to maintain data integrity. Third one is categorical and numerical data processing. I encoded categorical data and normalized numerical data to prepare it for machine learning. The fourth one is feature engineering and data transformation. I create new features to improve model accuracy and using NVTabular to transform the data. This effort significantly improved the accuracy and relevance of our job recommendations, leading to a more robust and reliable system. This project provides me with valuable experience in data pre-processing, which is crucial for any data-driven project. Thanks.
All right, thank you. That was Cassie. Now let me talk about what I did during the Summer Smasher. So I got the opportunity to work on a bunch of different things during this time period that I spent here. First of all, I was responsible for setting up AWS. I have had some prior experience with it. So I configured AWS SageMaker Studio, which is now being used across different teams. And then I also took care of, creating custom images that could be used for said SageMaker Studio labs. Then I also created the schema for the pre-processing of the job and based on the resume and job data sets. For this, we used MV Tabular, and this was what was passed on to the job recommendation module. I was also working on training the model and then fighting whatever bugs that came across the way. We struggled a lot with like missing documentation, not a lot of coverage there. So we worked through them and then were able to resolve most issues. Now I'll pass it over to Rakshika, who's going to talk a little bit more about the model.
Thank you, Kriti. Hello, everybody. I'm Rakshika, and I'm going to be talking about my contributions to the job recommendation system. So basically, I first designed the recommendation model leveraging the two-tower architecture and then constructing the separate towers for resumes and jobs, and then getting like embedded vectors through the output of both the towers, and then like scoring and ranking them. So that basically makes the architecture of the model. Can we go to the next slide, please? Thank you. And then I also worked with the tuning of hyperparameters that we used in the model because obviously to optimize it. And I conducted different methods. I tried like working different methods on it, and then I fixed to the manual tuning method because that gave the best outcome out of the rest. So I also analyzed the performance metrics using like learning rate scheduling and grid search, and then evaluated the model using the key metrics, try to understand where we were being affected and where we were not, and iteratively refine the model based on the performance insights. And this was a really cool experience with a really big learning curve for me, and I'd like to thank all my teammates and Hemant and everybody in the Workup team for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. I'd like to pass it on to Shritij now.
Hello, my name is Ritesh Patil, and I was part of the Hufflepuff team working under Workup. For the Summer Smasher, I contributed in model training as well as the deployment of the model. For training the model, we used the two-tower model for calling inferences. I evaluated the performance metrics of the model as well. For model deployment, I researched extensively about Written Inference Server and AWS SageMaker, which we employed for the deployment of the model. Next, I formulated the definition of the model configuration for smooth deployment of the trained model. Furthermore, I created the file structure to ensure the deployment was not faulty, since Written requires a specific file structure. Additionally, I explored the multi-model integration with the Written Inference Server so that we could deploy multiple models on the same server and Written calls the correct model accordingly. Basically, the steps for model deployment are to set up the model repository, set up the model configurations, install the required dependencies, start the Triton server, and build an application like a Lambda function to hit or call the Triton server. Thank you.
Okay, that was it from the recommendation system team. Now we pass it on to the for you recommendations. Thank you.
Hello. So for the for your recommendation system, we aim to build a video recommendation system based on user interaction and analytics. And I will brief you over what I worked on during the Summer Smasher. And this is the diagram of the entire pipeline, including the data and feature engineering pipeline, and also its integration with the model training and how it was deployed. So for data preparation, we use a prefect to orchestrate the pulling and preparation of data from MongoDB. It pulled and fetched data from all of the related collections, and it again stored the data into the S3 bucket. For the feature engineering pipeline, the same data is read and an NV tabular data set is created so that the data can be pre-processed using GPUs. And the same data is used for training the recommendation models, which are imported from the NVIDIA Merlin recommendation models repositories. And finally, we deploy the trained models on AWS SageMaker through SageMaker endpoints routed via API gateways for load balancing and microservice management. Next, I pass it on to Raj, who has a pre-recorded video.
So, first of all, we have worked to combine all the Parquet data frame for all the different collection for our recommendation system project. And then we have done the join operation to do that using a left join and outer join, all in using the CUDF libraries. And then we have done data analysis on the top of this combined data frame. Later on, we have worked on data pre-processing, and then after doing the data pre-processing and data analysis, we have finally worked on feature engineering and workflow setup. So basically, the workflow setup was performed to create a schema which would be passed to the model training parameter. So basically, it would be passed in the model, one of the model parameters of the NVIDIA Merlin model. And after doing the model training, we have finally deployed this machine learning model, this model. And later on, we have in between also worked upon NLP task where we have converted the categorical columns present into combined data to a embedded vector of table. So this embedding is performed using a language model, which are basically BERT. And then after doing that, we have worked upon this data pre-processing and all of the steps which I have covered earlier.
Good afternoon. Over the past month, I have been focused on enhancing our 4U recommendation system. Here are the key tasks I completed. In the research phase, I conducted a comparative study of recommendation systems, evaluating options against NVIDIA Merlin and highlighting their pros and cons. Additionally, I investigated state-of-the-art monolith recommender systems to extract key features for our system, incorporating both batch and online processing proposals using NVIDIA Merlin. During the analysis and design phase, I analyzed our MongoDB database and the existing feature engineering workflow. I also designed models, focusing on key target features and balancing trade-offs between the DLRM, DCN, and hybrid models. On the coding front, I worked on the DLRM model, addressing key constraints. I studied and tested Megatron LM for fake data generation and applied classical methods for synthetic data generation. I then trained the DCN model on the new synthetic data and conducted hyperparameter tuning using random search. This month has been a great learning experience. I gained exposure to different recommendation systems and their real-time applications, gained an in-depth understanding of NVIDIA Merlin, enhanced my skills in model design and trade-off analysis, gained hands-on experience with Megatron LM, and improved my proficiency in synthetic data generation and hyperparameter tuning. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Beulah and I was a part of the data science team for Workup, and our task was to create a recommendation model for the For You page. So my task was database analysis, feature engineering, and EDA. So me and my team members, we curated particular collections like the videos, the analytics, the comments, the favorites, likes, and shares. And my task was to feature engineer each collection and to find out which features were really important and actually contributed to the recommendation model and disregard the features that were of not of any use. And we also worked on the NVIDIA Merlin framework. And I learned a lot during this program about the NVIDIA Merlin framework itself and its basic functionalities and the core concepts. So me and my team members, we also collaborated and we worked on creating the workflow for each collection and also the workflow for the combined collections and between the model using DCN. Even though the AAC score was not up to the mark, and I helped in creating the synthetic data set and hypertuned the model, which actually increased the AAC score by a small margin, which is actually a good thing. So the skills I gained during this project was a lot about like advanced feature engineering, model training, and workflows based on the NVIDIA Merlin framework. And overall, it was a really good experience. Thank you. Hi, guys.
Now that we've understood the flow of our project, I would like to touch upon some details of our project. After combining all the data collections, we had over 200 features, and it was but obvious that we could not use 200 features to train the model. Hence, we did some feature extraction depending on the missing values as well as the importance of features. After choosing the features, we handled missing values by inputting them with either the median or the mode of the feature, depending on the type. We all of this was done in a pandas data frame, and we needed to train a NV tabular workflow, which required the data to be in the NV tabular dataset form. Hence, we converted all of this data into a Parquet file and then read it into an NV tabular dataset. Coming up next is our AI agents team, who will give some insight on their project.
Hey everyone, this is AI Agent Team. We were focused on developing an agentic framework to streamline the job application process and reduce human interaction. So, in the initial weeks, I did an intensive research on architecture, what kind of LLMs could be used, and how to tweak the output as needed. Next slide, please. So my primary task was to create an intelligent agent that could take candidates' resume as input and use data from website application forms to accurately fill in the details for us. To further enhance the efficiency of the process, we utilized Selenium to automate the submission of these forms. And for some time, I also worked with a reverse recommendation team where I fixed few issues with the code of resume recommendation and then increased the performance. So through this enriching journey, I have honed my skills in AI agents, recommendation systems, and working with dynamic data sources. Now I'm going to pass it to my teammate Kaushal. Thank you.
Thank you, Nivedita. So we basically worked on the AI agents team, and all the form data was filled dynamically. So you can go to an anonymous form which no one has seen before, and it'll fill it for you. That's great for students and job candidates. Along with that, I also worked on the auto job poster and video maker, the motivation for which was being like a hiring manager. It's tedious for you to go onto every site and then fill in the details for your job, right? To tackle that, we just have a job posting details. You just post a URL for it, and we fill in all the details for you using an AI agent. And we also make an automatic video for you so that you can post it onto our backend. Or we give you a choice for a YouTube video. And that's it from me. I'll pass it on to Akalbir for the reverse recommendation system.
Yep, thank you so much, Kaushal, for this. And yeah, so talking about the reverse recommendation systems team, so we developed this team during the summer smashes itself. So the solution that we have implemented here is a AI-driven system that recommends pre-scanned candidates to the recruiters. It uses advanced algorithms for candidate job matching, and it continuously learns through the recruiter feedback. So the challenges we are trying to address from this was the time-consuming candidate screening. That's around 23 hours per hire. And there's also a high volume of unqualified applications. So there are around 88% of these unqualified applicants. So, and also the lengthy hiring process. So without any further ado, we just let's get right into it. And I would like Naushal to take over and talk about the NLP side of things for this project.
So, hey guys, Naushal here. So, our main task that we are given from Workup was to create a B2B model. And we split that B2B model into a reverse recommendation system, which included multiple psychoanalysis, NLP, word-to-word models, transformers, and all of those things. And also one more task that I was given from work, from Hemant itself, our team lead, was to create and implement a business analytics dashboard that I have mainly worked on. And the thing was we were able to gather everything that we worked on and implement it on our business analytics dashboard. So the job hiring manager can actually see everything that he has done or the applicants that are there based on scoring system. So it's really easier for them to actually hire people other than just searching through the resumes and going through everything. And also just to highlight, I really want to say that the invaluable contributions of many, like our CEO and our team lead Hemant, they gave us really good insights for our analytics to be more business oriented, and the guidance actually helped me gain more skills to create more business focused analytics as well. And to get in more detail about these models, I would like to pass on to Madhita. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I contributed to the AI-driven resume recommendation system project, specifically focusing on bidirectional encoder representations from transformers, also known as BERT, and its integration with word-to-vector. My work centered on leveraging BERT for its deep contextual understanding of job descriptions and resumes. BERT's ability to capture the nuanced meaning of text context significantly enhances the semantic representation of documents. To further refine our model, I worked on combining BERT embeddings with word-to-vector embeddings. This dual approach ensures that we capture both the general content and the detailed contextual information of each document. Finally, we combine these similarity scores into a weighted ranking system, optimizing our candidate recommendations. This integration of BERT and word-to-vector significantly improved the accuracy and relevance of our matches, streamlining the recruitment process. And lastly, I would like to thank Hemant for the opportunity and the team members for their constant support throughout the internship. Now I would like to hand over to Akalbir.
Yep, thank you so much, Nikita. So I was mainly focusing in this reverse recommendation team as the video intelligence part. So my roles and responsibilities included developing a video intelligence model for candidate assessment, as we are trying to detect different kinds of non-communication cues that a person might have during an interview. So it helps the recruiter better understand the person as well, which again enhances the reverse recommendation system. And yeah, we implemented this using Python and OpenCV. And the key achievements were like we successfully integrated the video analysis with the AI driven recruitment system, and we are able to enhance the candidate assessment accuracy by around 30%, which is a good thing. And now I would like Shweta to take over and talk about the prosodic analysis of things. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Akalveer. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shweta Shankar, and I was part of the prosody analysis for confidence and nervousness scoring. Our goal was to analyze speech prosody, specifically the rhythm, stress, and intonation, to determine the levels of confidence and nervousness. This analysis was particularly useful for evaluating interview performance, public speaking skills, and psychological evaluations. In this project, I was responsible for setting up the virtual environment, installing necessary libraries, process the audio files, extract features, and then use the features to generate confidence and nervousness scores. Through this project, I gained proficiency in using various libraries and improved my R&D skills and understood the practical applications of prosody analysis. Working outside my comfort zone was a bit challenging, but thanks to my teammates and the founder, I was able to improve my teamwork and communication. Thank you for your time, and now I would like Disha to take over and add more.
Hey guys, I'm Disha and I've worked with Workup for the summer and I was involved in three main projects. I was involved in the AI agent job poster, the prosody analysis, and the AI agent auto apply. So the main task that I was involved in for these projects was I had to automate the videos that were posted along with the automated job posting. So I used the YouTube API and the job description to extract relevant keywords and company name to search for relevant videos using YouTube API. And I was also responsible for the audio analysis of the AI Copilot interviewing tool, which gave feedback to the users like your speech rate is too high, reduce your speech rate, or some other parameter like that. And I was also involved in the automation of form filling for job posting on the internet. It was done using Selenium. I learned a lot of new tools like Selenium, AWS SageMaker, Pratt, LangChain, OpenAI, GPT. Thank you.
Yeah, now I would like Emma to take over and share her experience on behalf of all the teammates at Workup.
Thank you. It's me again. So, generally, I think everyone at this dynamic and innovative experience at Workup was awesome. During our time here, we worked with different teams, and each of them provided unique insights and exposure to skills and collaborative environments. For me, collaboration was at the heart of this experience. The brainstorming sessions and pair programming, every interaction helped us learn and contribute to our projects. we have people from different cultural backgrounds and different ages, as some of us, like me, are undergrad, and some others are masters. These interactions facilitated real-time feedback and collaborative problem-solving skills, improving the code quality and also our efficiency, while also helping us to grow our networks. Everyone feels grateful for this enriching experience. For some of us, this might be the first time to ever work in a real startup company. And feeling being one actual part of the team that is actually making impact with some cutting edge technologies in the field is definitely an experience that every one of us feels so proud of. And also, just in conclusion, my internship at startup was a truly metamorphic journey that contributed significantly to our career and personal development. Lastly, I'd like to express immense gratitude and thanks to all our team members and also the founders of Workup, like Manuel, Calvin, Kyle, and Hemant, and everybody else who are always there to help us. And your guidance, support, and encouragement have been invaluable throughout this precious experience. And also, thank you, VSG. Thank you. And now let's our contact list. For further collaboration and reaching out, please contact us. We do have an incredibly large team.
All right, guys, we are definitely over time, but that's okay. We definitely should be kicking into our next team. I just want to say thank you from the garage, and I'll let the startup founders also give a very brief thank you. Go for it, founders.
Sure, yeah. I guess I can kind of just super quickly again, just thank everybody for their time. This has been an amazing journey. I think that taking this moment to just kind of reflect on how much we've gotten done over the summer, I think really both speaks to like our mission, but you guys as a team to come together and really just have something that is so meaningful and is going to have like a real world impact, like starting or throughout this process. It's already had an impact and it's only going to continue from here. And so just super excited. I hope to connect with you guys a little bit later. We are doing a little summer soiree, so I hope to connect with everybody. We are also celebrating our soft launch. Thanks to, again, this program, we got to go from 0 to 1 and then 1 to currently on track for 200,000 in sales. And so definitely, driving forward and just so grateful for everybody's time. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could just be at this forever. I know we're on time though. So Arcelia,
Yeah,
again, just
we're about 20 minutes over time. So just letting you guys know. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Okay, team Workup. That was a very nice attempt. Oh, hold on. Let me stop the recording. I thought I did.